On me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.
She don't know that occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Ooh, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the eating with you.
One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport, and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Chicago Bears. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. For Cam Akers. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Khalil Mack.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Number 34, Malcolm Brown, the ball carrier. He's tackled.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing is Dolgala. Buying time to his left. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
2nd and inches. At the 47-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Akers. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Danny Trevathan on the tackle. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Dolgala. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And they will advance this across midfield, but still way shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. On the give, this is Akers. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 28.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 6. Brings up 3rd.
How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down. Now Dolgala. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and run with a fullback Johnson. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. A give. This is Chubb. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time he hand the ball to a back.
And 3.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Turnover on downs.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second and 9 now. And this one's incomplete. Intended target was Cam Akers. And that'll make it 3rd down.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going up top for Kupp. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least 1 home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Taken down by Trey Herndon. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
That's taken it around the 40. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it on. He'll take a shot for the end zone, and it's knocked away and incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Again, he targets Kupp, and this time he's got it. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 30. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Going up top for Kupp. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Rams 7, Bears nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
This is intercepted. Picked off by David Long.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Going up top for Kupp. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cooper Kupp with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Roses now to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Rams 14, Bears nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Here's Prescott. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers.
Tackle made back at the 10-yard line.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Taken down at the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Under pressure, and down he goes. Aaron Donald with a sack. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Mike 28, Mike 28. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Mike 28, Mike. Hey, kill. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
So that'll back them up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
At the 35-yard line.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Right 28. Hey, we got to
They go with Chubb on second down. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
check in. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He's brought down.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams 32. 7 yards there and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Mike 28. Mike 28. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our field.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
On the carry.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11th. Here's Jacobs from the gun. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. The ball could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
In your face.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Check 52. 58 for Mike.
They'll give it to Chubb, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On the handoff, it's Akers. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Could be some contact going on.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Try and run for this with Akers. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
3 yards. Brings up 4th down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's taken in by Duvernay. Touchdown, Devin Duvernay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play.
2nd and 2.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And on On this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. A give. This is Chubb. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bears cut into that lead. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation. Yeah. Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
21. Bears 12.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Going right back to Akers.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
And a Rams first down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Going up top for Kupp. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Rams, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.